Y'all, hey y'all, it's me, Gibbs.
It's the one and only Mr. Musty Facts. We go. I need that same energy. I need it. But
It looks a little different here today.
I know we got family. Remember Dustin told us. Well, he told you when he checked you.
My bad, bro.
I'm gonna do my introduction. We're gonna start with the elder statesman first.
Dang, that's crazy.
It's wisdom. It's wisdom.
So you found yourself?
Actually, our first family member here is father, mentor, coach, motivator, trainer, businessman to the T, multiple streams of business, my mentor. I definitely wasn't. Just an overall great spirit. Go ahead, Coach Alex, man. Coach Alex. That's how we can sell it. Then next to me is my brother, my coach, father 12. No. Father, for amazing father, husband. I always call him a young genius, extremely intelligent. Man, very down to earth. Seemed like he'd been here before 2 times. Straight up, man. And one of my biggest inspirations when I was at my previous place of employment. So, Coach Steve.
I appreciate it.
All right. So, gifts is going to be monitoring.
I like that.
Let's go, Shani.
He didn't know he had that in vocabulary.
He did.
So, I apologize. I have you kings here today because we're celebrating fathers today. And the 3 of y'all are fathers. I love.
I'm sorry.
It's rare that we celebrate fathers.
It's rare as fuck. It's not the way.
So this is not how I wanted things to go, but I love this for us. Let's go. Why do you think that fathers aren't celebrated?
Let y'all start first.
Ooh, can I go?
Yes, because you said.
Okay, so I mean, can we cuss? We can do.
You can say whatever you want to say.
So, all bullshit aside, society has basically put women on the forefront. So therefore, we take the back seat, but at the same time, we're supposed to look at, we were supposed to be looked at as protectors and providers, but we get overlooked in a lot of shit in just everyday society. So
society has put women on the forefront, or has men put women on the forefront?
Let me piggyback on what you said.
get them.
Coming from a young man I lived with my mother only. So when you look at fathers not being celebrated, yeah, we deserve to be celebrated. But when you look at the majority aspect of it, it's a lot of young black men going through life without fathers. That could be why it's not celebrated. But I would like to say I'm celebrated every year. What about you?
Respect, same here.
Yeah. So what about you?
So
I'm not.
Damn.
No, I just want to be conscious.
So who are these fathers that we feel like aren't being celebrated?
So, like I said, it was a general statement, but let's look at, you go in Macy's, you go in all the high-end stores, hell, even Target.
Mm-hmm.
They have the whole entire store is generated around Mother's and Mother's Day. Things like that. We get ties, we get socks, we get tools to do work around the house, shit like that. So my thing is, we in my opinion, men, fathers are not looked at as, we don't get appreciated. We get the low part of the totem pole.
Short end of the
stick.
So what I will say, I heard the story, and I think I had a conversation with you about 2 months ago, where my cousin is in a relationship with this man. So me and my family of women, we were raised to not necessarily take care of men, but sort of. You understand what I'm saying?
Old school.
And so she said to me, she was just like, I'm started dating this man because, etc. He's been married for 12 years. He has children, all these things. He's never received a gift for any holiday. Christmas, Father's Day, any of these things. She was like, she couldn't understand why. And so she started having a conversation with him, like, what do you think it is? How do these celebrations go? And so what he would say to her is, she'll be like, oh, okay, what you want for Christmas?
Right.
What you want for Father's Day? And you know what he'll say to her?
I don't know.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Get something for the kids. Take care of the kids.
Right.
And so he never wound up with anything.
Mm.
I said that to say, do you think that the stores are not flooded? Not because we don't want to celebrate you all, but y'all, we don't know what the fuck to get y'all.
Oh, so
Or y'all see y'all own shit.
I hear that, but for a minute, let's even say a man getting a woman something. The appreciation is there when she doesn't ask for it. So I'm pretty sure you heard the statement: the woman who asks for everything gets nothing, but the woman who asks for nothing gets everything. Because what happens is we want to do something to wow you all. We don't always want you to tell us what to get you. We want to actually say that we've been paying attention. We've been paying attention to you, and now we know exactly what to get you. We know where to try, right? So due to the fact that we do that, we get that big moment. What's wrong with that being done what's wrong with women doing that for men? What's wrong with taking a leap of faith and say, you know what? I ain't getting him no damn socks. I've been paying attention to my husband all this time. My husband wants some tickets to the game. My husband loves working, he working on his car or whatever. Let me get him a new ratchet set. Those types of
Let me
things.
take it. Hold
thing.
on. I want to piggyback on that. Let's take it a step further. It doesn't even have to be just monetary. It could just be, you know what? Let me take the kids to the movies. You got peace. You come in the crib, chill. I ran your bath water. Me and the kids gone.
That.
I believe that these things happen.
Oh, I'm not saying that they don't.
But what I'm saying to you is that's not something that's in the store. Now, if we were talking about the appreciation aspect and things like that, I receive what you're saying.
Right.
We have a whole episode about black men not feeling appreciated.
Mm.
And the reason why I keep saying black men is because that's who I concern myself with.
Respect.
So, it's not that I feel like it doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had that in my space, right? My dad gets gifts, my brothers get
Right.
gifts, but what I'm saying, I'm gifts. Like, I like giving gifts. I was trying to go to the store and get y'all some fucking water just because I wanted y'all to have something.
Right.
But the point I'm making is it's not that it doesn't happen from what I see. Now, what y'all tell me, completely different.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
How many women do you realistically think are like you?
Do you get gifts?
Yeah, I do.
Do you get gifts?
Now look.
Do you?
I do.
Now look,
So what?
that's 3. But see, it's not a lot. Because here's the thing.
We're exceptional.
Bingo. And
Exceptional men deserve exceptional things.
but
Agreed.
how does a man even become exceptional? The power of a woman is not in her coochie. The power of a woman is how she moves a man. That's a power that men
His
don't
mama should have
possess.
made him exceptional.
No, because that, now see, that, even, I like that, but check it out,
His
right?
mama should have made him
I
exceptional.
like
I had
that.
time
So
to teach him.
check it out. There's a lot of us in our generation that grew up with only our mothers, right?
Uh-huh.
So why do you think a lot of these men that grew up are considered soft to the older generation? Because they was growing up with their mothers. So they might have either their daddy didn't want to be around or their daddy got pushed out. Because that is a thing. Your daddy
Absolutely.
get pushed out, right? So the daddy is looked at as he's not valued because of an emotional choice that the woman may have made. Instead of saying, logically, no matter if I like this motherfucker or not, I need him for my
Not
kids.
necessarily she needs him.
For the kid. That's what I
needs
mean.
him.
Because even at some point in time, I don't give a damn how loud a woman yells. It don't sound like a man. That shock value, or even if you want to call it a fear factor or attention grabber, it doesn't sound the same.
It's more so
I'm saying-
mere the presence.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
and that's
some
what I'm
men don't
saying.
even
So-
have to yell.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Like you're saying that even as we talk about being in these stores, but you all have the power to change shit. You do, and I'm gonna tell you why.
I know that we have the power to change
Most
things.
men buy things for the what's the word I'm looking for the acknowledgement of a woman. Most of us get our hair cut because of a
Absolutely.
woman. So hear me out. If you can move needles that way, why the fuck can't you move it with Father's Day? If y'all gave a fuck more about Father's Day, it will be blown up because they'll see the demand for it. If y'all decided to say, you know what, I'm gonna go out here on the limb and I'm gonna cater to my man.
It's
I'll
in the
be honest.
stores, sweetheart.
It's
It's just
not-
not
but it's not-
an array of things.
It's not
in
even
the
a
store.
variety.
It's
That's the crazy
tools,
shit.
like you said. It's a motherfucking tie. It's a motherfucking
Because that's the easiest thing to do. That's easy. You don't have. I can go get you some perfume. That's a no brainer, right? That's a no brainer.
and that's what's in the store.
Like, I'm gonna tell you. So right now, one thing I know for a fact: Steve is fucking immaculate in setting the tone. He fucked up a lot of men.
What do that mean? Set
Right?
the tone.
Oh man, you ain't seen this man. He go out on a date. He done got the car. He got the rose
Oh,
petal.
my.
He bust a move, right? But that's because he decided to think outside of the basics. If he want to go out on a date night with him and his wife, they want to go out on a date night. He could just pull a copy of it. Come on, let's roll. But what he does is he take it a step further. You know what? We normally go out on a date that way. Fuck it, I'm finna get this. I'm finna get the limo. I'm finna get a driver come get us. So neither one of us have to drive. You can have my undivided attention.
He expands his courtship.
And I
Do
think-
you feel like you guys aren't courted?
Fuck no. As a whole, fuck no. As a whole, fuck no. Because if you courted, then you know what a man is thinking. Y'all would know
I'm sorry?
more if a woman courts a man. A woman don't have to guess as much as women claim that they have to guess because we don't communicate. See that? They say what's the biggest thing? Men don't communicate, right?
We don't say what's on.
We don't say what's on our mind. But if you court me more, I done told you.
But women don't listen to their intuition anyway.
Only when it's cheap.
Shit. So
Only when it's cheap.
Not only when it's
Did you see
cheap.
it?
Oh,
Hey,
my
maybe it's cheap. So why you didn't use that? Why you didn't use that intuition to realize that he was
Right.
unhappy?
Yeah. Umar
Because
said
it's
that
y'all don't. I hate to say it, and I love y'all, but society has pushed it where y'all come first, and y'all don't think about nobody else
That's crazy.
until now it's the kids, and then after the kids it's the man. The man is last, but the man is valuable. The man is a lot more
Absolutely.
valuable than women give them credit. Because guess what? If you finna get robbed, who you calling? Call the man. You don't want no fucking woman officer. You want no fucking woman officer to come help you. You want a man. If it ain't no guns
No
involved,
disrespect to
no
women
disrespect.
officers.
Fuck no, ain't no
No
disrespect.
disrespect.
But this is honesty.
I
If
agree.
you see a man grabbing you, trying to do something to you, you want a strong man. I know it's Pride Month too. No disrespect to the trans and all that shit, but you don't even want no trans coming to do that. You want a fucking natural born man to come help you, the one with a stick and two balls. You get what I'm saying?
I understand that. When we was walking in, what I tell y'all,
You said, I feel so protected.
I felt
You
so
felt good.
protected. I felt good.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying.
but okay, so I did though. I really did. I felt like I
You
was
said all
talking.
these black
I ain't
people?
touched no doors and shit. Like I don't really that lot, no way. But
I'm just playing.
I felt really good being in the space. I totally received what you're saying.
Mhm.
So let's take that back to father. Again, this is the Father's Day episode, right?
Absolutely.
So were you raised with your father? And
I
mom?
was. I actually was raised with my dad and not my mom. So yeah, so I have a different dynamic as far as what a man of what a father looks like, which is one of the reasons why I actually raised my kids. So
You raised them? What does that
I
mean?
raised my children, meaning like from the age of my oldest, from 8th grade up until he graduated from high school, college, they were with me.
So you
Yes.
raised them and you didn't take care of them.
Right, facts. I raised them.
Yeah.
So meaning
that's-
like I have 2 boys and a girl and a stepson, and they were raised under me, which is a different dynamic because when their me and their mom split up, she decided that she wanted to move elsewhere and she was going to take the kids. Me personally, I didn't want to I don't want my kids to grow up without me. So I was like, you know what? You handle your business. You go do what you need to do to figure yourself out. I got it.
Oh, that's right.
And, we co-parented 3,000 miles away. The kids couldn't get away with shit. They call mama, she'll call me. And it was vice versa. If her word was first, my word was final. So, and, we grew, we didn't fuck with each other, but we fuck with each other when it comes to the kids.
Right.
We didn't have to like each other when it comes to, oh yeah, us. But with the kids, it was a solid unit.
So let me take a step back. because this should be my first question, but y'all really threw me off. How long have you been a father?
My first son, I ain't gonna say it, but I was father since I was father since 19.
Okay, you've been a father since 19.
19.
So you've been a father for a nice amount of time.
Yep.
I was about to say, cut
I can
that.
receive that. I'm not
Don't even ask.
I'm not
Don't
gonna
ask.
I'm not
Because you
gonna
said don't ask a woman.
So how long? I was fine with it. I think you should. How long have? Stop. He's
Now
lying.
lying.
Now lying.
Now
Now
lying.
lying. I work with that.
Okay.
How long have you been a father?
My oldest is 11.
And how long have you been a father?
15 years.
Okay, so this is a nice amount of time.
Mhm.
Who has the youngest child?
Me.
Of course.
And your child
My
is?
baby boy 1.
He's one. Okay, this is nice. Okay, this is nice. So you were single parenting at that time,
Mm-hmm.
and you were raised by your father.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what motivated you to want to continue to have your children in your space?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Is it because you hadn't seen it another way, or that's just what you wanted?
Both. For the simple, okay, so let me give you a little context. Outside of being raised by my pops, I have 4 uncles coming under him. So it's all male influences. So, the blunt men was just like the bee's knees of the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? We was it.
Yeah.
And also on the other side, on my mom's side, I also had uncles. So I had positive male influences through my entire childhood growing into my adulthood. So I knew the mistakes to make, I knew the mistakes what not to make, and there was also consequences. So understood that, okay, if I fuck up, not only do I got to deal with my pops when he get home, I got to deal with every other man in here because this is what Alex did when he, So we kicking it on the basketball court or whatever it is, family function. You know what this dude just did?
Yeah.
So now, hey nephew, let me holler at you.
Yeah.
So
did you have women at all in your raising
absolutely,
you?
my grandmother, which was actually both of my grandmothers. God bless Mary Turner. We just lost her. A couple of months ago, and she was truth teller, tell you how it is, hell no punches, which was my mom's mom, and my pop's mom. She was everything. She was the neighborhood mom. You can go to her for anything. She'll give you the shirt off her back. So it was like I had a lot of influences plus my aunties. So my auntie, she taught me how to play basketball. So everything I know about basketball and training just.
I love it. Okay. And so you said that you were raised by your mother.
My mother, yeah.
Did you have male father figures in your life?
Coaches.
Love it.
My coaches was the male figures in my life.
Love it.
So I guess I'm trying to understand, and we've heard your story quite a bit about not having your father in your
You
space.
about to turn him up.
My buddy's birthday was just the other day too. That's crazy.
Buddy.
No, buddy. Okay. So either
My
way,
pops. My pops.
I know that you had male figures in your life.
Absolutely.
So do you all feel like because of those things, is that the reason why you guys have become coaches? And the reason why do you feel like you have to almost pay it forward is what I'm asking.
Yeah,
I think
that's how I was raised.
I think that's how life's supposed to be. Though.
Yeah, that's how I was raised.
Go ahead.
I think that's why the father that I am. It's like, and I take pride in. I've been with my kids since they came out. I watched all 4 of my kids come up out of that.
Oh my.
I tell my wife every single one, baby, they here. Every single one, I take pride in that because I know what that absence feel like. And it's like now I tell my wife all the time, like, I'm trying to figure this out. I'm trying to figure this out because money is not it. It's the time spent, because now they're getting older. They're gonna realize they're not only seeing, okay, my dad was here, but what was my dad? I think that's my biggest legacy. But I think that's why the father that I am now today is because I watched my mother without my dad.
If you don't mind me asking, was your father gone by choice?
I think he was going by choice, yeah.
Okay. Because I think that makes a difference, right? Like when you lose a parent
no,
versus them choosing to not be there,
right.
it affects you a lot differently. So you can not necessarily make an excuse, but you can find reason as to why they're not there. And you can have peace from that. But them not being there by choice, you got to create your own reasons. You got to have these things that's playing in your mind consistently. Sometimes kids blame themselves, like all these things. So that's the reason why I was asking.
And it's funny because I think I said it to my wife a little while ago. I say, man, I wasn't a bad kid. I was in sports, great athlete in this newspaper, played in this game, that, never been arrested. I've never been past the interrogation room. So it's like, man, why wasn't this man in my life? You know what I'm saying? And I still got that unanswered question to this day.
What age were you when you left?
I mean, he was never, from me being aware, he was never there. I mean, he was around, but he wasn't there.
That's the thing.
That's the thing. He was around. I could pick up the phone, if you know what I'm saying, but he wasn't there. And I think the biggest thing in society, and if you want to take it to as far as marriages, we don't see that. We don't see how to be men. We don't see how to be a father. We don't see how to be a husband. We learn that shit out trial and error. You know what I'm saying? You see a woman being mistreated time and time again. You see people around you doing this, that, and the third. Not making no excuses, but you don't have, we visual learners as men. We hands on. You know what I'm saying?
So in these coaching spaces, these male figure spaces, these father figure spaces that you guys say you all had, they're not teaching you in those spaces how to be husbands and fathers?
You see it, but that's not their job. That's not their main role. When you see coaches teach you, they teach us how to be coaches. They teach us how to be mentors. Yeah. But when it comes to their family life, that comes like third and fourth down the line. You see how to be a man in society. You see how to be a basketball player. You see how to conduct yourself when the police are around. You see how to conduct yourself when you're around the other races, but you don't necessarily see how he treats his wife.
So when you're experiencing things with your wife, who do you go to?
Her.
No.
That's my best friend. I learn as I go through her. We learn as we go. I have no positive real male role model that's married in my life.
Yeah, it's tough.
No. That's
and again, if you really look at it, he said it perfectly, trial and error. And so, we do ask for it as men. In one way, one language or another, we ask for this. We're going home we're going to work and going home, and those rides to work, trying to dissect things. And sometimes we could have been damaged by our mothers, because our mothers didn't know how to be fathers. They just knew how to take care of us. So you mentally trying to figure it out, but nobody showed you how to be a father. Nobody showed you. Like, and it used to be grandfathers out here, but then even the little bit of information that you got from your grandfather, that shit don't work today. A lot of that shit don't work because it's outdated with what society is. That's why when you have a father missing in a generation, it causes damage for generations to come, because you gotta learn this shit on the fly. So prime example, my pops wasn't there. I know where he at. I know of where he at. He not there. He ducked. He said he was scared to be a father. Woo, woo, woo. I got a little bit more clarity. But it's certain shit I'm trying to figure out. So me, I have to, let me ask you. You got an older son. Let me ask you.
Right.
But at the same token, keep in mind, you still trying to figure this shit out too, in the same generation. Versus if I can go talk to my grandfather, my great-grandfather, I can pick bits and pieces and I can create a plan myself. Because there's still a blueprint to being a father. You got to be present. That's the blueprint. That's it. You have to be present.
It's not a damn dollar.
Yeah, you have to be present. Kids know time, T-I-M-E. Yeah. That's their love.
So do you guys feel like the same way you guys feel like it's your job to be coaches to these high school players or to these younger players? Do you feel like it's your job also to teach new and upcoming fathers how to be fathers then?
Okay, so that's tricky.
It's tricky.
It's tricky because as far as receiving information, everyone doesn't receive information the same way. Because to be honest with you, this generation, let's just say someone as young as him, he's an exception. Oh, he's an exception in a great way. Because let's just say, his generation, as far as, him being the age that he is, don't receive, they might take it offensive.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to put you on game, and what you talking about, old nigga? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, stuff like that.
But have y'all tried?
Like a
Try
So
to do
let me
Like
tell you
what?
something. I don't. My mission, and I've actually had conversations with the Most High all the time. My mission is not adults. I'm starting with the younger generation for the most part because they're gonna outlive us. So as long as we have a legacy, we have a voice, they can pay it forward like we're doing it.
Yeah.
It's no point talking to now if we shooting the shit and somebody happens to hear barbershop conversation and they tune in as a older young man, sure. Let me, if they asking for advice, bro, I have no problem giving it to you. But I'm not about to salt you out to give you some game on something that, I'm not about to grab you. Hey, I think you should move differently. Nah, that's not my
And it's
journey.
tricky. It's tricky as hell.
Yeah.
Because think about it. Some people don't want to hear that shit.
Facts.
I had to learn that. You know what I'm saying? That's something that I rest with now. I have a brain full of game. Some people don't want to hear that shit because they're not in the right space to receive it.
Yeah.
So do y'all not have teen players that are fathers?
No, they're high schoolers.
Yeah, they
Most
I got
of-
great.
That was fucking in high school. What
No,
you
but
mean?
here's the thing. Here's the great thing. I'm happy you say that, but right now, this generation is so fucking emotional. It ain't too many teen
social
parents no
media
more.
got their social media.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's they babies.
Really?
They
You don't
babies.
feel like it's
They babies are social media. Social media trying to be cool.
Yeah.
We were focused on other shit. Like we was trying to kiss girls and stuff like that.
You just told us you had a threesome at like 12.
No, you a lie. I had a threesome at 17. I graduated out of high school at 17. But even then, guess what? The crazy shit is,
Wild
Say
boy.
what?
That's what I'm
See,
saying.
you a wild boy.
Listen to me.
it's funny that you say that because guess what? You know the reason why I always kept rubbers with me? Is my grandfather and my uncle. Somebody paid it forward.
Yeah.
The reason why I took my rubbers with me was because of that. Right now, kids don't even have cases on their phones. And I make a joke. I make a joke right now. I be like, well, I know you brought
Hey, that
dogs.
make a lot of sense.
I be like, Joe, I know
You
you
don't
brought
protect
dogs.
nothing is what you're saying.
Bingo. You don't protect your asset. The most important thing in your life to you is this motherfucking phone.
And you
And you don't even protect that. Because guess what? You feel like, oh, this bitch get broke, I can go fix it. It don't work like that with a baby. And I didn't say it. I
But
didn't say
y'all
it.
saying y'all don't have teen dads, so
Because
they
they're
protecting
not.
something.
No. They not. They maybe the kids, the girls more so have fucking have birth control now. How about that?
So the women are protecting, but not the men.
Because then you got the younger teenage mothers who be like, fuck that, you ain't finna get pregnant, I take care of all y'all, I'm trying to kick it.
I can understand that. And listen, if
I ain't knocking them.
any teen mom
As long as they being a mother,
wants to
but
go
that's a
play
whole
a
other
piano
episode.
brand,
That's a whole other episode. But I'm telling you though, like, it's tough. It's tough because, like, certain shit, I had to learn how to say it in a softer tone. Because in our generation, we got it straight. I'm not finna fluff you. Man, get your shit together. You
why
look
don't
stupid
y'all
out
do
here.
that with y'all players then?
You a
We
loser.
do.
We do. You a loser.
And then some, you're right,
You'll
some of the
lose
players you
some.
will lose.
They're
We
not-
didn't have
they're
some
not
motherfuckers
mentally
that
here
they
because they're
quit.
raised by only women.
And then they don't have the father to say, wait, you started this? You quit? Man, get the fuck up. You finna, hey coach, this motherfucker gotta go. The only time I've ever seen that is in a movie.
Yep.
And Coach Carter.
What?
He tried to quit the basketball team.
Yeah.
His mama came in, talked to the coach, told him, bring your ass in here. He'll be at practice
Said,
running
"Lost your
suicide
mind
and
trying to
you
quit."
because she understood what's going on. That ain't the world
That's
today.
my favorite movie.
That's
Is it really?
That's not the world
I
today.
love that for y'all.
I'm my mama.
My husband's favorite movie is Here Gang.
Yeah, but I mean that's
Real quick, if y'all don't mind me asking.
Yo, go ahead.
Jump in.
This to the three guys. So what is the main role of the filler in, which is like the coach, the man that's around most of the time, the pastor, whatever. Like, what is the goal for the lost children? The lost young men or the men that's without. What is the goal for us? Because I'm actually, I ain't no dad, but I be around kids that
Right.
I kind of step in for and be that male guy. So what should be the role for those type of people?
You gotta be a role model. I don't give a fuck how I go.
And I think
For what I say, you gotta be a role model.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me in the areas that I coached, like I coached at King High School for 2 years. I had to be a different role model in that aspect than at Tully Park High School with the more, I hate to use the word privileged, but the more
Well off.
the more well off.
Okay.
I had to throw a different hat. still a role model, but I would say our role as mentors and coaches depends on the kid.
My own perspective, I would say lead by example. Because this generation is more so what you do versus what you say. Because you can talk all day and that shit gonna go in one ear and out the other. They gonna get on their phones. They down here with it.
Yeah.
But if you're actually doing it, then okay, they're more receptive to actually listening to you when you actually pulling up a game. So yeah.
And I noticed a lot of kids don't want to hear nothing unless you show it.
So it's
So you
more,
got to show you got some money.
it's more walk than talk.
Yeah. Even I hate to say it, sometimes you got to fake it.
Nah, but see that to
I'm gonna tell you
counterpart
why.
that part. My thing is kids see through bullshit quickly.
What I'm talking
Kids
about
see
is
through
far.
bullshit.
So you come in, you got on a different brand. You don't have on blue.
Right. Okay.
I give you a prime example. Kids right now are going to school just because of a uniform.
Right.
Oh man, they gave me a bag and some shoes. What the fuck? They're not gonna develop you. Yeah, but we got this Nike
My
Tech suit.
son wanted to go to Collins because they were offering him a Nike Tech. This is the same fucking child that just got accepted to Whitney Young and will be starting in the fall. But Collins amused
That's
this
it,
man
but that's what I'm trying
because
to
they had
tell
a
you.
fucking Nike Tech suit.
So that's what I mean by you have to show it. So you see, like kids want to know how to get money, even though they don't understand what money does. Even though they don't understand how to move money. They want money. So you got to get them there first. You can't change the game until you get in the game.
We gotta teach these children how to fish. We
You gotta
can't,
get-
we can't
but
keep
you-
giving them the fish.
But you got to get in the game first. Once you get in the game and you got them, now you got their ear, you can't fuck it up. We used to get maybe 2-3 chances with our coach. You can't lose a kid.
Can't lose.
Because guess what? When you lose them, now they got 40 fucking things to take them in another direction. You got social media, you got rap music, you got the drugs, you got the girls. You got so much shit that'll take a kid this way, and you be like, man, that was a good kid. Yeah. And guess what? He only been in the shits for about the last 2 months and he got killed. Because he wasn't built for it. You see what I'm saying?
So to take that back to fatherhood, what advice then? Because we're not out here obviously just grabbing one and giving them advice. What advice would you give a new father if they asked y'all for something?
We start the oldest to the youngest.
Don't do that.
Go
Go ahead.
I would say,
In the fatherhood way.
yeah, for sure. I would say, listen and be patient. Because as you understand, okay, so my parenting changed over the years with my kids, right? So when they're young, I'm super strict, super disciplinarian because that's all I knew. Like, I want to keep this dude safe. I know what happens when you go outside this house. But as over time, you know what? You got to give a little, let them fall on their face. You know, then the older they get, I start taking a step back and become an advocate. So now I'm just giving you game how to move instead of just, no. All right, do it this way because your way is not always going to be the way to do it. Like they probably get to the same destination, but just do shit a little bit different. So as a parent, you have to understand that you can't be so emotional in your beliefs that you're not flexible. So that's what I want to say. Just be patient and listen. Your kid is going to tell you everything that you need to know from them, but you have to know how to filter that so that you can give them the best possible outcome as far as that's going to feed them. Meaning, like, if they're telling you, they come in the house throwing their backpack on the counter all the time and just be pissed off, and you're like, man, don't put that motherfucking backpack. No, why are you putting your backpack? You know, ask questions. So, and then when they ask questions, don't cut them off. Just let them vent. Just listen. And take notes and take bits and pieces out of whatever they're talking about. And then the first thing you have to ask, how can I help you? Because now that's putting a ball in their court to open up to you. So be patient and listen. And it was, as Ed would say, trial and error. I went through that. Like, for instance, my middle son, him and I only started growing like a relationship the last 10 years of his life. And that's just because he despised me as far as he's an asshole. Ask for advice, but don't take it. And at the same time, I was a strict parent. No, don't do this, be here on time, this, that, and the third. And it's like there's no healthy compromise. So
You
between
wish you
him
would
and
have
I.
done something differently then?
Oh, absolutely. I wish I was with him. I would wish I was more listening and been patient, because it was things that. Oh, okay. I had all three of my kids in the same household, but all three of them are completely different. So he took whatever it is differently than the other two kids. I wasn't receptive to that.
You had a one size fits all type
Exactly.
rule.
Right. And then as I got older, I understood I can love my kids all the same, but I have to love them differently. They receive information differently. So over time, it progressed into dope relationships, but I had to grow as a father. I had to grow as a man, and understand that you can't do it can't be your way all the time.
And do you feel like because you two more specifically had your children at a younger age, that you all grew up with your children? or something?
Definitely did.
Facts.
Definitely did.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so what's your piece of advice you would give to a younger father?
Learn every day. Listen to that child, and don't be a dictator. You'll lose of being a dictator.
Facts.
You'll lose of being a dictator. And when I say learn every day, it's like I can't teach and talk and discipline my oldest the way I would do my youngest daughter, because they learn different, they respond different. And when I say don't be a dictator, like I got girls, so I'll lose her. I'll lose her that way. And when it's time for them tough conversations, she gonna think twice before coming to me. So, you learn as you go. You learn with that child, and don't be too prideful that my way, highway. That does not work with children. No way at all. You have to be receptive. You have to be receptive. You have to be open. You have to, no matter, I cringe right now at some of the things my daughter come to me and say, but so she continue to come to me, I have to be receptive. Okay, cool. Then when I'm ready to respond, I'm not a dictator. And everything is back and forth. It's a two-way street. I'm not my way or the highway. It's a two-way street with all my children. And if I set that law, if you want to know why I did that, I'm comfortable with saying this is why it is. It's not going to change much, but this is why it is.
I understand that. Absolutely.
But just be a learner, be a listener, and be ready. You're going to learn with your kids. Like I said, I got 4 kids, and they teach me every single day. Like, down to patience. They teaching me patience every single day. It's like, I won't do it again, but yeah.
Well, you done? You don't want
I
to
don't know. I just asked my wife for another kid.
I
I feel like we go 5 weeks straight, but she told me, I got rules and stipulations, but ain't gonna get into that. But I don't know.
Why do you want to continue to do this?
Nick Cannon ass.
Why do you want to keep doing this?
Because it said, be fruitful and
You
multiply.
have a beautiful family. You do.
And
Now, I will share me, but I cannot block you. I need you to
I'm gonna tell you
see
why.
every
I'm gonna tell you why
fucking
I'm
thing
blocking.
I'm
So
wrong.
me, mine came from the issue that we had. I don't want you going on my page looking at shit. Go deal with that. Go deal with them in your time. I don't ever want to be a third party to some bullshit. You know how some people was going on Facebook at one point in time, they'll go through your page and then knowing that you tagged somebody that they don't get along with, and now they seeing something that's going on, it might have been an ex. That shit happens, it's third party. No, go talk to that person. You want to see what the fuck they got going on? Go request their motherfucking friend. Don't look through my page to go spy on somebody else. I hate that shit. Because I'm a direct person. I don't like running around and shit. So if we got smoke, I tell the motherfuckers up.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you, I've gotten so much better with that.
Who can attest to that? Because it doesn't seem.
Okay, so
You.
I'm gonna be honest. The growth I've seen in this dude in the last 2 years
it's
is
astronomical.
phenomenal.
All right, good.
You know what? This man, not to cut you off.
Go ahead, bro.
This man called me one day, and the things he said, I'm not good. The things this man said to me, I'm on the phone like, damn, these some dark times. 3 months later, and to fast forward to now, not even. So I'm gonna say we talked probably on this situation probably 2-3 weeks ago. He was like, man, I seen that motherfucker at Woo Up the Bam on this day. I pulled up. He said, man. I said, what up? I let it go. He was like, and it shocked me that I did not have them same thoughts. Because I said on sight when I seen him, you weren't going to recognize him the next time you saw him. That's what that man told me.
So she doesn't understand I don't have a middle.
It's black
There's
and white.
no gray area.
It's black and white.
She don't get it.
Okay, so I'm gonna purpose something, right? So this was maybe, I want to say it was last season. So right before we started our season, him and I sitting in Panera Bread, having a meeting about our season because he coaches with me, right? And he divulged some information or whatever, and it was just like it wasn't even him looking for advice. It was just a conversation on how to move different. And from that conversation till now, different dude. Just the maturity level. He's learning how to manage. He's learning how to manage his ego.
Yeah,
that's what it is. The prideful edge shit is dwindling. So it's I'm not even gonna say it's dwindling. It's a filter. That's what I would say. It's an emotional filter.
So say you ain't got no feel. I'm telling you.
And the things we go through, the seasons we go through, I was just talking about this earlier, the seasons we go through, it's a lesson in those seasons. You're supposed to come out different in a storm. And I feel like the storm this man has been through, I think he learned why he went through it.
Facts.
And he's not that. So I think the biggest blessings is coming on the other side of him. Yeah. And he don't even know it. And I sent him something, and I don't know if I did with Hardy, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
No,
I sent him something. No, I think he said I needed this. He said I needed this. He said I needed this.
It's a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit. When I tell you, like, I got a solid team around me. Like, it's so much shit that I done went through for a while. People be like, and then when people know me from the old me, they know the Inglewood Smurfs.
Yes.
My brain function different. Cause I didn't have a filter for real. It's either it is this or it's that.
Yeah.
Oh, he said something to you? Fuck, dude. What's up? Now it's more so like, ain't even worth it. Don't say that to him, man. Let that nigga be.
Yeah.
So your immaculate team, you have a great team. What made you choose? Because this is how we're gonna close it out. What made you choose these two men specifically?
Because these.
You don't even want me to.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Just go ahead.
We go.
Go ahead,
You said what made me choose?
No, just go. I mean,
No,
Don't
go ahead.
go.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
Yeah, y'all been doing
I'm
good all
wrong,
show.
not him.
Yeah,
That's
you're wrong.
insane to
Shut
me.
down.
That's
Y'all been
insane
doing
to
good.
me.
Come on,
So yeah,
Oh.
what is it that out of your amazing team, what is it that made you choose these two men for this show today?
So I can say these two have seen me at a very dark place. I'm open book, and when I don't like the word feel, but when something touches you and you pray, something touches you, you talk to God, and you see who He put in front of you, you know that you're not supposed to lose those people. You're not. So, like Steve just said, he sent me some shit. I was going through it. I was going through a battle. What battle? He sent that shit out. I definitely needed that. I even go back through messages and look at shit we talk about. And I sit and I've learned from them. Now, age gap is there. But I've learned, I watch their mannerisms. I watch how they go through things. And I know shit that other people don't know. And I sit and I watch. And what I do is, I put it in my bag. And I watch them.
That's what I do to you now.
Yeah, I watched him when he brought me over there. Because I had made it very clear. I'm not coaching high school. That motherfucker told me, yeah, so I got this opportunity. For real. I'm like, I ain't coaching high
Now he
school.
pushed you.
No, he pushed. This last one though,
Yeah.
hey, that ain't nobody but the most.
Yep.
That man said, I said, yeah, I'm done. You know, I'm leaving the girls. I wear the sports bag. She said, yeah, Alex already told me to put you on staff. Not knowing what my
You ain't writing nothing, you ain't
but I'm
saying
gonna
nothing.
tell you why I love that. Not knowing my next work situation or nothing. that's how you know a person values your presence.
That's true.
That's how you know, and you can't run from that, because that's some shit that I prayed for a long time ago.
Yeah.
The situation I just got removed from, I feel like me, him, we're not valued the way that we should be valued, right? And that was part of the reason why I had a blow up, because of the value, the work we put in. So you have somebody to show you his values, and then you have somebody to hit you like, yeah, bro. And that I'm loyal as fuck. So when you have those, my two main things, lock in, ain't no way. Something gotta happen. I'm call me what you want to. If some go up, it ain't me. Cause I'm not fucking up good situations. I've already come from shit that I didn't have. I'm not finna fuck that up. I got two of the best people in the world that I can call at the drop of a dime. I'd have been drunk at this man's house, sleep.
We're not gonna talk about
And
that.
we're gonna talk about everything.
I got into a whole fight that night.
And I'm drunk. And it probably was good, because again, me, I'm more protective of him.
Yeah.
Because that's age-wise. This is my little brother. This the brother, no bullshit. This the brother I wish I grew up with. No. That's no shade. That's real shit. See, shade is only taking that way if you believe that there's some other shit. I can openly, honestly say it. I'm the oldest. I wish that was my older brother, and I wish this was my younger brother, because my hey bro, what you doing right now? I want to talk to you real quick. I don't give no fuck if it's 6 in the morning. I don't give no fuck if it's... Alright, cool. Hey, just get up. Come over here. Yeah. Hey, I don't like it. Come on. Come to the crib. So you need that type of shit. Especially as a man. You need it. I don't give no fuck how prideful guys are. You need these type of people around you to move accordingly.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
So then, I'm not doing that. I'm not losing them. Hell
On the
no.
back end with this dude. So we went to high school together and really didn't, rock with each other, right? Just cross paths,
So
right?
both y'all old.
I tell
Just to
you.
you.
Go ahead.
That's
I'm
business, baby.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yes.
My bad.
You feel shots.
So look, right? We But the thing about it is, moving forward as far as just our growth and evolution, I can call him and just like, hey man, this most high put it on my heart. Hey man, call us to see how he's doing. I send him and say, hey bro, you good?
Man.
I ain't talking to you in a minute. How you feeling? Just
Yeah.
and it's and vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Because with me, I do a lot, and I'm in a lot of different circles. He's one of the only people that don't ask for nothing. Just reach out and hey bro, you good? How you spirit? That's it. Not asking, no validation, no attention, no nothing. And he and I cannot talk for 3 weeks to a month, and it's just like we never left.
Yeah.
So when he say as far as it's something there, like that's my brother.
Yeah.
For real, no bullshit.
This is so cute.
Like, and that's why even if he can't take a full-time, gig or whatever with us, I made sure that, he's there because his presence matter. His presence matter to these young men. His presence matter to anybody that comes, through them doors.
This present matter to you.
Facts. And especially me. Because he balances me out.
Yeah.
As far as, just giving me because Ed is pretty much like my devil's advocate. So he gives me a different perspective.
Yeah. That's facts. That's
You know what I'm
facts.
saying?
That's facts. That's facts.
Yeah, it gives you a shot though.
I just that's it.
I can't say
Fixing
nothing.
my scarf.
Y'all laugh. I can't say nothing.
He gave me something, and it was like he get when I call him, he listen. He's not biased.
Facts.
He will make you bogus, but.
Okay.
He is. I don't, like I said, this is gonna be different because it's always a rebuttal with him. He gonna let you know the real, but he gonna say, "But all right, what you gonna learn from? it? What are you gonna do different, and how do you feel about it?" He never asked me about the other part. He never asked, "What do you feel?" He was like, "Because you gotta take care of you." And I can honestly say, man, this man preaches, man.
You talking about Ed, right?
Yeah.
He do that to me.
Yeah. What do you feel? What do you want to do? What do you think? He really preaches that to me, and I know he older than me, and he hate when I get on for being older, but you know what I'm saying? It's like I can say this is a positive older He's an older positive male role model in my life for the simple fact, and I'm calling him I'm calling any time of the day.
I like that.
Any time of the day.
That's
And it's like, man, I had a conversation a little while ago. It's like, man, people really only call me when they need. I don't hear from too many people unless they need.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that y'all feel that
And
way.
when he called, his very first thing is, "How you feeling?
Yep.
Good. What you got going on? What you moving today? How you moving?"
That's rare.
And he'll say,
I hate that.
and as much as he got going on, as many relationships as he got, he makes sure to check in
Yep.
on my well-being.
I guess I was
That's different. That's different for sure.
Please don't.
You keep doing what
Don't
you're
do
doing.
it.
Because you know what? You feed. You feed.
No, you throw a lot of shots.
Yo,
That's
But
not
you
what we
can't
doing
take.
right now. That's
You
not what
can't
we doing
take.
right now.
You can't
That's
take.
not what we doing right
Nah,
now.
you right.
That's not what we doing. It's about fathers. Okay.
That's it.
Thanks.
So,
So
in closing, I really do appreciate you all being here. No, this won't be the last time y'all see them.
maybe.
I don't give a fuck what Gift said.
Okay.
And,
Fine, they is
I'm
too.
gonna put it out there. I
know I got 5.
want to do something big for mental health. I know this is Black Men's Mental Health Month.
Yes.
And I know it gets overshadowed with other things that are celebrated more than we are, but I want to give y'all flowers and let y'all know, like, the world needs you all.
Yes.
The world needs you all. Y'all legacy is gonna live way longer than you are. Just keep doing what you're doing, and celebrate whatever moment you're in. That's a big thing.
I'm learning that.
I'm learning.
Celebrate at any moment you in, any moment. You have to celebrate it because you're gonna need them for them hard days. It's
Yep.
kind of like when I say make memories with people, because when they're no longer here, that's what carries you through the journey. You have to celebrate yourself, and at any given time, somebody tells you, and it's something I just came up with. Anytime somebody tells you something negative, ask them, but what about my positives? What are my assets? If you run into a person who can't give you your assets, start to reevaluate who you're around.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously. Start to reevaluate who you're around. I'm not going to say make any drastic changes, any,
Make 'em.
yeah,
But you gotta start with the reevaluation.
but the reason why, and this is what caused me to really get into self-accountability, at the end of the day, you choosing to give them your time. You choosing to give whoever you give your time, you choosing to give them your time. Make sure it's worthy for you. Because what you all have is way more valuable than any currency on this earth.
Wow.
And I do appreciate you all.
I appreciate you all. Thank you all so
Yes,
much
sure.
for coming
I be
today.
liking your last 2 minutes. Your last 2 minutes be on point.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my God, it was so necessary.
I got the whole show didn't piss you off.
You weren't gonna piss me off anyway.
It was almost done.
It is hard to piss me off.
Shit.
Yeah.
I genuinely love
Every
black men. Like
motherfucking
whatever
show, you
y'all
gonna piss me off.
That
say.
don't mean you like this.
I don't like
you
you.
talking about.
Right. That's
You love
Hey,
it.
shit, I don't like you.
I was about to say that, but I didn't want to say it. But
You
yeah.
know, it's cool.
I mean, for a minute, I didn't like actually either one of y'all, but
I
it's
appreciate that.
fine.
Thank you.
It's fine.
I like being a bad guy.
Thank you all so much for coming. Is there anything that you guys want to say prior to leaving?
If I could give some game to if I can give some game to my younger self, I would say you're gonna be tested and tried throughout your life. Pass more tests than you fail. And what I mean when I say that is, you're gonna get a little feeling before every test. Listen to that feeling and pass that test versus the trial and tribulation. It's gonna save yourself so much. That's what I would tell my younger self.
I like that.
I'm talking about present right now. Challenges are gonna come. Don't look for an easy way. Ask for strength. Build yourself up to deal with the consequences or the challenges, whatever that's gonna come your way. Because there's nothing easy. Life ain't easy. So ask for strength.
Thank you both for being. Y'all are supreme supporters of us.
Oh, dope.
The Alex. When I tell you, Alex will put a comment on the reel. He'll like it. He'll share it. Thank you so. Thank y'all so much for y'all support. I genuinely appreciate it.
Coach A.
Coach A. Coach A. Thank you guys. You want to call it out? It's me, Gift. And this talks for us. There you go.
Y'all said it in unison?
We did.
Wonderful
show. Wonderful show. Wonderful show.
Yo, man, trash.
Wonderful show. Wonderful show. Wonderful show. Wonderful show. Wonderful show. And y'all still live. Y'all still live.
You did. I kept looking, but I kept seeing him, and I'm like,
That's why I tell y'all, like, that the impact that he brings, unreal. They keep, like, when she don't, the other podcast, he got mad at me because I stopped.
Yeah, I was so
He
good.
was pissed.
I
stopped.
was so good.
well, you know, sometimes you gotta share some
I hear what you're
bullshit.
saying. I get it.
Okay.
I understand.